How are you doing? So I made a list of all of the reads for last month, like the highest views and stuff, and you guys shot up, bumped my poor little Taurus people all the way down to the bottom of the totem pole and such. Taurus, I'm gonna fuss at y'all about that later since y'all are the last video and all. But anyway, we're gonna jump right in, Aquarius. This is a new reading that I'm doing. I'm gonna make that super quick. This is pretty much your overall spiritual lesson for the month. A major arcana card that is picked from a deck of all major arcanas and highlighting one particular experience that may or may not be going on in your life right now, but pretty much using it as an illustration of how you would utilize the lessons one would learn from such an archetype, you know, to apply to your life. I hope that the sun glare isn't too bad. I'm using this beautiful thing called sunshine today. But anywho, moving right along. So, the overall spiritual archetypal lesson message that Spirit has for you for the month of March is the Tower card, or the Rebuild card. Because, you know, since we're going to be optimistic about it, we're going to talk about what's going to happen after the Tower falls, right? So, if you think about what the overall lesson of the Tower card is, it's pretty much something that comes out of the blue, that shocks the crap out of you, right? It's something that you didn't expect, but it kind of changes the state that things are in. So you guys could have experienced something where, you know, you suddenly lost your job, or, you know, suddenly broke up with someone, or, you know, just the ending came to something. The overall general understanding of this card is that, you know, it's something that's built on a faulty foundation. But in this particular case, I do see where this is relevant for you guys, because we have the Four of Wands reversed in your past influences. And that kind of lets me know that, you know, maybe a happy home life, you know, someone you were living with, could be like, you know, a roommate, you know, could be a company that you were with. And, you know, things kind of turned upside down, literally. But the thing is to remain optimistic about this, because of course with major arcana cards are indicative of, you know, changes that are beyond your control. So I want you to remain optimistic about your situation, because it was done for your greater good. It's one of those things where you were stuck in a stagnant situation, and, you know, the proverbial sense of building up, you know, like false idols and such. So things that really were not for you. And it was time for a new cycle in your life to start, and for Spirit to kind of clear it. Huh, that's funny. I was trying to say Spirit and clear it at the same time. Anyway, but Spirit kind of came through and cleared out all of the unnecessary, you know, idolatry, like the false monuments that you erected to a life that was never intended to belong to you. So the positive thing about this is you are moving on to a situation that is more in alignment with your authentic self. I really cannot talk. It doesn't matter if it's daytime or nighttime, people. I can't talk. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so you're moving on to a time or a cycle where you are going to be erecting things that are more in alignment with who and what you are, which is what we would all inherently desire, right? If we knew how awesome our lives would be if we stopped trying to hold on to things that no longer served us. And speaking of releasing things that no longer serve us, you know, the full moon in Virgo was between the 1st and 2nd of March, which was yesterday or the day before that, depending on where you live in this universe. So that may be why, you know, this seemingly horrible event happened to you. I don't want to say horrible, because horrible sounds horrible, but follow me. So anywho, moving along to your present conflict. This is a forewarning, because I don't think you having your wishes fulfilled, you know, hollering at this turkey and potatoes and such, and having this little peasant man serve you, I don't really seem like that's much of a challenge, you know? Seems more enjoyable than anything else. But where I would say your challenge comes in is to make sure that you maintain balance. Be grateful for the success that you have, or how great things are looking right now, but, you know, indulge in the pleasures of life, but don't overindulge. Don't compulsively overeat. Don't hit the sauce, like taking shots of all 9 of those cups. You know what I mean? You know, kind of go easy on yourself. if you've been through something that's this, you know, I don't want to say traumatic, but I mean something that's, you know, it's rather unsettling. It can be very easy for us to kind of tip over the scales into overindulgence. You know what I mean? So I don't want you guys to do that, but you know, if you need to hang out with friends or have a couple of drinks, eat a whole turkey by yourself, probably don't do that. But you know, if you have to, you know, kind of refocus yourself, you know, that's totally cool. You know, be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished. In the event that this is a toxic relationship, celebrate that shiznit. I'm currently planning a divorce party for one of my friends now, so yeah, you know, get on that. Enjoy your success, you know, allow yourself to feel your emotional pride, not in an egoic sense, but you know, you've just been through something really tough, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just don't overdo it, okay? Now, moving on to I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking at the chickens outside of my window that are staring at me, and it's kind of creeping me out. I feel like they know that I eat their kindred. But anywho, hashtag no vegan. I'm not against veganism. I just, you know, I don't have that strength, y'all. I feel like I'm offending every vegan right now, so I'm just going to be quiet. Moving right along into your advice card, which is the Four of Cups reversed. Okay, now this is for a different set of people, the first thing that popped into my mind, because there may have been a situation that ended, you know what I'm saying, and you guys are presently overindulging, you know, and there's a potential opportunity that could be missed, okay? So be cognizant of that. You know, it could be something where right now it kind of looks like it's not going in your favor. And it kind of reminds me of that clip of Maury Povich that I just watched like 10 minutes ago. Not saying, I hope that is not the case, but it was about a girl who was dating a guy, and she was like 13, you know, they were like youngins, and I don't know, they had an argument, and the girl was like, I'm gonna go to a party, and like she ended up sleeping with another guy, and then she got pregnant. This is really horrible because she's 13, but you know, just follow me. Omit the fact that this is a 13-year-old and take into consideration we're talking about Maury Povich here, people. Anyway, moving right along. So she was trying to find out who her baby daddy was, you know, and it turns out that, you know, the guy she was with was not her baby daddy. It was the guy from the party, you know. So I say that as a cautionary tale to you Aquarius out there. Not saying that you're 13-year-olds that are going to parties and things, having babies and such. Not saying that is the case, but just the narrative, you know. If you had a recent argument with, you know, a partner or a spouse or a business partner or whatever, don't be going out and overdoing it, get lost in the sauce and say things about your business partner that you may later regret, that may cost you lots of money and may end you up in court. Don't, you know, have an argument with your better half and end up hitting the sauce and, you know, going cray-cray and doing something, because you may miss out on an opportunity. It's a situation that could potentially be fixed. It could have been, you know, the reason why the tower exploded is because maybe you guys were holding in a lot of emotions that were never spoken because you did not want to speak your truth to this person. And, you know, spirit allowed you to blow up, or the other person to blow up, or the situation to blow up, so the truth could be spoken, and it caused this little temporary situation, you know, which influenced you to be a little here right now. But depending on how you deal here, whether or not you can maintain your balance, you know, will determine whether or not this could potentially be a missed opportunity. You feel me? You know? Or if it's not that group of people, you self-caring right now, embracing yourself, enjoying the, you know, the byproduct of your self-lovingness, you know, you not missed an opportunity, but you have a new outlook. you know? It's like you're not ambivalent anymore. You're not stuck between, oh gosh, I really can't talk. Stuck between, really? Stuck between, you know, a 3 of Cups situation and a tree. That was supposed to be a rock and a hard place reference, but it did not come out of my mouth sounding like it did in my head. Sounded a lot better in my head. So anyway, yeah, because when you look at this in the upright, I always look at the cards like in sequence. So, of course, it's the after tarot, but in the regular wider read, it's like, you know, the God hand coming out with the cup. He was like, I was about to curse, but I'm not. It's like, fudge that cup. I don't want that. And he was like, ah. But I look at these are 3 cups, which is symbolic of, you know, celebration. 1 cup, symbolic of like a new beginning. Or because it's in the reverse, we could look at these 3 cups as like a third party situation, you know. So you might have got cheated on or something, you know. Found out that there was a little menage going on and you were not the toi-toi. I really don't know what that means. I totally just made that up. But nonetheless, this may be the situation for other people, you know? You just have a new direction and a new outlook, and you're deciding to not let that hold you down. So that's freaking wonderful. Let's look at the bottom of your deck. What you got, Gurn? We have the Queen of Wands. Now, this can work 1 or 2 ways, ladies and gentlemen. Or gentleman. I don't know how many guys are subscribed to me. I need to find out about that because it's good to know. But if there are dudes, ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 ways that this can go. Right on time, because my battery's about to die. My battery's always about to die. I really need to charge my phone. But anyway, this could be either the situation that this was about, meaning my wonderful Aquarian friends, that it is a fire sign lady that did you dirty. You know? Could be her. Or this could be the energy that you're embodying. I want to lean towards saying that this is the energy that you're embodying because this is a, you know, sassy pants kind of person, you know? They got that rawr going on. They're fierce, you know? Fierce, like Beyonce fierce, okay? Lioness energy, even if you're a dude, you know? And this is a person who's very confident, you know? They've mastered their suit almost to the point of being a king, but hey, a queen masters in a very different way, you know? They mastered the feminine aspect of this particular suit. So don't think that a queen is a step below a king, because she's not. She's good in her own right, you feel me? You know? And you're self-assured. You're feeling really great about yourself right now. So I'm leaning more towards that as being where you guys are at. So this is the energy that you guys are embodying. Congratulations, Aquarius. Didn't have to fuss at y'all. So that's what's hot in the streets right now. I hope you enjoyed your March reading. There's more readings to come. I'm knocking out everyone today after you guys and Scorpio and Capricorn and my Tauruses that I'm very disappointed in. But keep a lookout for more readings that we have this month. I think I'm going to do the love and lurker readings next. But enjoy your March. I love your face. Like, share, subscribe, all that other stuff. Hit me up on the Instant Go, the app, you know. All the links are below. You know, love you guys. Deuces.